I've got to go and put my washing into the tumble dryer right now, so I'll be gone for like 30 seconds. There you go, have some of that.
I can't be the only one who feels like I'm going nowhere. Just wishing somehow this dream will carry me. And I'll swear just one last time. They say the world is yours, so I'ma make it mine. 'Cause nothing is stopping you. You could set the world on fire. Nothing is stopping you. And if I go out, I'll go out screaming. It's all or nothing. It's all or nothing. It's all or nothing. Cause nothing is stopping you. You could set the world on fire. Nothing is stopping you. And if I go out, I'll go out screaming. And if I go out, I'll go out
Stevo, Elite FPL.
And the gold award. This is the one. Elite FPL. Well done. Big shout out to you, man.
Your past won't catch you now.
Jason, any more final thoughts?
No, just to say thank you everybody and for all the support again. And Stevo, he's a bit mean, but he means well, and I'm not going to rise to the occasion. He can bash my team as much as he wants, but I don't care. It just makes me stronger. Makes me more keen to stay above him on the tables. And I guarantee, the end of this weekend, you're going to be looking up to me, Stevo, thinking, what am I going to have to do? What I'm going to have to do to catch him?
Exactly. Cheers, Jason. Thank you so much. There was our co-host Jason there, bragging.
Oh, wrong one. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to yet another live stream. But joining me in this live stream is a special guest. It is one and only. You there, Steve? You got yourself muted, mate.
Muted?
Oh no, I can hear you. Yeah, I can hear you. That's what, yeah, I can hear you. How are you doing, mate? You right? No, I can hear you. Can anyone else hear you? Yeah, I can hear you.
I like to think so.
Oh yeah. Yeah, well, how's it going, Stevo? It's been a little while since we last had a chat, hasn't it?
Well, it's good that Sterling blanked last night. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to mess about here. It's nice to see that my score prediction came through.
Did you
Shame
see?
that you don't get many points, semi-sweet potato, for getting the correct outcome in the score predictor game. Still, I'm not bitter or anything, but yeah, all good. All good. A bit disappointed with the Burnley result last night, considering the way we conceded that goal.
I did say that Fulham would score. I said there's more of a chance. What was the first game? What was the first game you played?
Crystal Palace.
Crystal Palace. I said there was more chance of you getting a clean sheet against Crystal Palace than there was against Fulham. I said that a few times, and everyone was like, no. But I actually think Fulham aren't playing bad football now.
No, they're not.
But yeah, Sterling blank really. I mean, that was a sucker punch last night. I don't know if you watched any of the stream last night, but I started the stream like high on life. I was so happy, so looking forward to that game. And then by the 50, 60th minute, I was just like, why am I even here? What am I doing? I'm just getting really down. I was like, it's like so weird how your emotions change. So yeah, for guys, it's been a hot minute since me and Stevo were last on, and again, for those people who wonder why, it's because our lifestyle and schedules are completely opposite. The only reason that we've managed to get ourselves on today is because I've been furloughed for this couple of days, and yeah, it's worked out, hasn't it, Stevo? Because otherwise, it would have been God knows when.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I do mainly members videos now, and the odd live stream here or there, normally doing the preview of the upcoming game week, but you'll mostly find me on the members only stuff, speaking absolute nonsense about my thoughts on everything. I was going to do a members video this morning, but it was just so early in the morning and getting all this set up and stuff, reacting to the Man City result live, so to speak, because I didn't have a clue what the result was and whatnot. I didn't even know what the Burnley result was, and I was just like 1-1. Typical. It's just like I said, when you see the way the goal that we conceded went in, Robbie Brady just clear. I can't swear. The thing is, everybody. I'm talking as if I don't do this. The thing is that I'm so used to doing members videos, I want to swear, but it's just very frustrating when, you know, all Robbie Brady has to do is just kick the ball away, and he just essentially, miskicks it, and
he makes contact with the ball, doesn't he? I mean, it's just one of those things that I think he said afterwards that he didn't have enough time to react or something like that. But I mean, maybe give him the benefit of the doubt. I mean, he's just swinging a leg at it, but he should. I mean, this is a professional footballer. I mean, you know, their reactions should be a lot better than your average Joe down the park. But yeah, it is what it is. And I think the goal, the reply from Burnley was fantastic. Rodriguez with that ball to Barnes, cool finish. Shocking defending, really. Shocking. The line was awful from Fulham, but great finish, great pass from Rodriguez. Here we go. People in the chat responding. He did react, says Karma Baby. He just missed the ball completely. No, he actually hit the ball. He hit the ball, but he hit it. He just didn't get enough on it. I think he hit the ball into his own net. He helped it. He helped it into his own net. But
can I just give some breaking news? I'm going to deliberately take this opportunity to plug this. So, as people know, here we go, blonde, Stevo Bingo. So, my Twitter account was suspended, and this is the first time now where I've just created my new Twitter account. So if anybody wants to follow me, there's absolutely nothing. I've literally just done it now. And if you want to follow me, it's Stevo Real Talk, at Stevo Real Talk. You can follow me. And if you want to see posts of the Bill, The Office extras, XFM, death metal music, by all means. Oh,
there we
WWE.
go.
I need to put that in there, don't I, Jace?
WWE, yeah. Just behave yourself, Steve.
Yeah, don't don't
get yourself in hot water
if anybody
again.
wants to follow me on Twitter, enjoyed the nonsense that I used to. The thing is, though, Jakes, like I was shall I save this for a members video? I was actually, when I was before I got suspended, I was actually really enjoying interacting with this wrestling Twitter account. They were like asking me to do impressions of various people. They're really enjoying it. And then literally that. Do you remember who
that account was? Are you going to try and reach out again to them?
Yeah, it's the 90s wrestling podcast and UTT Rob. Oh, I'll be following all the people that I interacted with. Don't you worry about that. I will be following everybody. And straight away there are people that are Paul, and Lewis. Lewis Kirkby's watching us now, is he? Pad Rags there. Lewis, are you here? I was doing an impression of you on a members video the other day.
Just do one now. Just do one now, Stevo. We all want to hear it.
Hello, lads.
Excellent. What have you been up to then, Stevo? Because it's obviously a lot of people haven't, a majority of our watchers aren't members, so they probably haven't seen you for a lot of the last few months. Obviously, you still do the previews and the predictions, but what have you been up to?
It's essentially, I work in retail. I'll tell you what was weird actually today. So members will know, but also maybe people on the live streams will recognise these two names, Mr. Reed and Sahil. Well, Mr. Reed decided to visit my shop this morning with his daughter, and it was just really weird seeing Mr. Reed for the first time in a year because of this whole thing. And then my mate Sahil, who I mention a lot, and I also bring up him in the members videos, he was there. So it was almost like a surreal Elite FPL meetup between two people that watch us. It was just bizarre, even though
weird.
Mr. Reed's a really close friend and Sahil's a good friend of mine at work.
Oh, so it's not real then?
And it's not officially...
you're not being called out in the street yet? No one said, no. Oh my God, that's Stevo from the Elite FPL podcast or the YouTube show. Do you know, it's only happened once? That's no way it's happened.
Yeah, don't you remember?
No.
Remember I talked about it in a members video?
Oh no, yeah, I remember you saying that someone knocked at your door.
Yes.
How random is that?
So for people that don't know, basically there was a very famous Twitter video I put out in Game Week. Was it Game Week 2, Jace?
Game Week 2, yeah, you wanted to quit FPL after Game Week 2. That was it.
Yeah, no. That was Game Week. That was the Sterling penalty miss. Whichever game week that was, Game Week, I don't know, 18, whatever it was.
No. You pretty much said an FPL, on the second, the one that went really popular, you said in it, I don't know why I bother. I'm thinking about I'll quit or something like that.
Okay.
Something like that, yeah.
So anyway, for people that don't know, the context is that Jason captained Vardy. It was an unusual pick. Vardy had done absolutely nothing all game. And then all of a sudden, the last 10 minutes, he picks up a penalty and an assist or a penalty and goal or something.
Yeah.
And I just thought, because I knew Jace was streaming at the precise moment, I thought, do you know what? Stuff it. I'm going to deliberately react live on my video now and just say it as it is, because I was absolutely fuming. Just did it, just uploaded it. And the intention was just for, and this is what actually happened, was in the stream, people were, I think it was Paulie actually, I saw in the chat, right, oh my God, you've got to see what Stevo's put on Twitter. And then I think Dread FPL piped up and all these people started piping up. And then all of a sudden, like that, it just... Anyway, the point being is that a few months later, we had a knock on the door and we'd been keeping a package for somebody. And the package was a rowing machine of all things. So Steve, my housemate, had to help this individual down the road.
Which you've got onto the show. Vince has said in the chat you actually brought Steve onto the show one time, and he looked very uncomfortable.
The room is tiny. I mean, I'm in a tiny. I mean, my room's smaller than Jason's shed.
It was literally like watching a hostage video. So right, sit down on that chair, on that wooden stool.
So basically, this lad was, as they were walking down the street, he went, "You live with Stevo, don't you?" And Steve was like, "Yeah, how the hell do you know that?" And he went, "Oh, I've seen him on Twitter. His video went viral." I mean, like, I couldn't believe it. That's just ludicrous. And yeah,
celebrity.
It's mad. It's just ludicrous, really. And then of course, because of that video, various other FPL celebrities have cottoned onto it and stuff, and it's amusing, really.
Well, we're seeing it.
Can I just add, in all seriousness, I mean, most people know my thoughts on this particular game anyway, but like, I don't think there's not enough emotion within this game. I think it's too flat, and that there was for me a demonstration of an individual who, you know, was emotionally invested. Well, I am emotionally invested in this game, and over the first initial period of 10, 12 weeks, everything was going against me. Blah 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 blah.
I think we're seeing a transition, though, aren't we? Now, like we had a Stevo that was, I think it was like literally everything was not going right. It was going the wrong way. And you were literally just ranting pretty much every single week.
It was crazy. It was just like... and then now we're seeing
Stevo Green Arrow. This is like what I was hoping for, basically a massive rank gains in the second half of the season. And instead, I'm seeing myself just hovering around 170, 180 mark, and you're flying up to 500,000 from 2 million?
4.5. I was at 4.5. Unofficially, I was 4.5. I think officially 2.8 million or something like that. And over the last 8 game weeks, I think it is, I've risen to 550,000. And I'm slowly catching you. And more importantly, in the top 4 in the Torby Elite, I'm slowly catching that 4th spot.
You are.
If I can get 4th spot in that is a ridiculous turnaround with the quality of manager. Even Sai should be, like, I look at Sai
looking over his shoulder. I mean, look if you look at who was second place, he's overtaken me. Oh no, I don't think he has overtaken me now. But
no, you're still second in that.
Only just because let me just remind myself. It's Terry Roos. He had 102 points. He had 102 points. He's only 3 points behind me. He's pretty much like level with me. Like, he had an absolute stormer. I mean, Sai's 51 points ahead of me, and that's more than capturable.
Oh, it is. And I'm now.
And of course, he's used his bench boost.
Yeah, you're
and
70 points ahead of me. Overall, you're 70 points ahead of me. So.
Yeah, which is nothing now compared to what you're like 200 points at one point.
Oh yeah. yeah.
I mean, it says a lot about my. I've stopped taking hits, and I've taken massive dives in rank. Well, not dives in rank, but I've not seen any. Well,
what do you put that down to?
I just think, I don't know. I'm trying to play it. Ironically, I'm trying to play it safe and play it. I mean, okay, Captain and Sterling, I think was still safe. I haven't made any out there moves like I was doing in the first half of the season, going crazy with some of my team selections. I've actually been like, no, I'm being quite sensible. Second half of the season, I don't want to be taking -4s, -8s, -12s, -16s, and it just doesn't seem to be paying off. I mean, the team on papers looked really good, and I've been really happy with it. And I've been like, you know what? I'm looking forward to this game week. The game week comes, and yet, to be honest, it's fine margins though. I mean, look at this week. I mean, Martinez in goal. I mean, don't bench Martinez. Biggest disappointment was Diaz really this week. Obviously, he got benched for the first game, and against Everton started against Everton, lost his clean sheet. But then other people had Stones, didn't they? So it was either do you have Stones or do you have Diaz? Rudiger's been like the kind of saving grace. And to be honest, it was Vince Chapman who said about that in Hangouts. And I was like, you know what, I'll give Rudiger a go, you know, under the new manager Tuchel, and it's turned out really well. Grealish has been a disappointment of recent weeks. Bamford, frustrating. Obviously, Antonio was injured. Yeah, I mean it was a case of did you captain Gundogan or didn't you captain Gundogan?
Why did you swap your captaincy? Remind everybody, because I want to know why. I don't understand why you did it.
I asked the chat. I said, chat, I've got Gundogan and Sterling. I can't fully decide who I want to captain. Who do you reckon I should captain? And pretty much 90% of the chat was saying Sterling. I was like, you know what? For once, I'm going to go with what you say, and I'm going to captain Sterling. I did it on the stream. And, you know, I wasn't even upset about it. I mean, it's just like, at the end of the day, I would have, it was 50-50 for me, you know, and the chat was kind of the deciding factor. So, chat, it's all your fault. It's all your fault that I didn't get those extra points from Gundogan. I hope you feel really bad about yourself. I mean, 12 more points. I would have got 24 more points if I'd have captained Gundogan.
Yeah. And he's going to be back for the Arsenal game, isn't he? Well, Pep Guardiola's basically said it, hasn't he? He's basically said he's going to be back for the Arsenal game, or he's in contention to play.
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
But he's going to play no matter what.
But yeah, I've already made transfers, mate.
Sorry?
I've already made my 2 transfers.
Oh, you've done 2? Were they 3?
Yeah. No.
-4. So
Done a -4.
I guessed privately to myself that Calvert-Lewin to Ings, and because you've got 3 Leeds players, you wouldn't have got rid of them. So I'm going to go with. Let me just quickly look at your team here. So Calvert-Lewin out for Ings because you have pretty much the exact money, and I think you've probably gone and got rid of. I don't know, one of your defenders for a Southampton player. Defender.
You're not a million miles off. I mean, your line of thinking is right, but you're not. You're incorrect. You're incorrect on one position, and you're incorrect on one of I will probably keep my cards close to my chest. I'm not going to reveal it to the wider ones because Simon Bellamy's watching, and it's like, oh.
Okay, well let's have a look. I'm going to look at size team then. Let's just have a look at size team, and let's just quickly see.
Hello Denver, hello Lee Aussie, hello Brian Tavares, hello FPL GNJ, dear mate. Yeah, Lee Aussie's here.
Good God, the whole crew are back. There we go. So size team is this as follows. Which double gaming players he got? He's got Dallas only and Ings. Dallas and Ings. So is he going to bring in another double game week player? He may bring in, Rafinha, Stuart Armstrong. Possibly, but I don't. Again, what are your thoughts on this double game? Because for me, I think I think you can take a -4, but I wouldn't be taking much more than that. To be fair,
it's Southampton, it's Leeds. I mean, sometimes they can really disappoint you. I mean, to be honest, Southampton, they're awful. Like. I don't even rate them as a team. Danny Ings, yeah, he's probably the cream of the crop, really, for me in that team. However, what I will say is I've done something a little bit off centre, a little bit differential, and I'm looking forward to seeing people's reactions. But let's go through the results of the game week. So Leicester winning against Liverpool. It seems like a million years ago now.
Yeah, well, the thing is, I keep saying this in the members' videos and stuff, but I do again pride myself on my predictions. And
well, I said Leicester win 2-1.
Yeah.
And I went. Obviously, they went one more and got 3. Barnes has been great, hasn't he? Ashley Barnes.
Harvey Barnes.
Sorry, Harvey Barnes. Ashley Barnes has been great as well, hasn't he, Stevo? Harvey Barnes has been great, hasn't he? Like, little pocket rocket.
Well, him and Maddison have almost. I don't know the exact maths, but
I've always got Ashley Barnes and Harvey Barnes confused. I even though I know the difference between, I still get them confused. It's just like I don't know. It's something weird in my brain. But yeah, carry on. Sorry.
I was just going to say they've virtually equaled each other's points, Maddison and Harvey Barnes. I had a toss-up between which one of the two I should get for my wild card. I went Maddison, and to be honest, I think I may have missed out on about 3 or 4 points. I don't know the exact maths. I could easily work it out if I wanted to, but it's not been much of a difference really. And to be honest, I'm happy with moving forward with Maddison and Barnes. To be honest, I think they're ideal for anybody really. I've mentioned it 1,000 times. I think Aston Villa, Man City, and Leicester are the 3 teams to just focus on. That's it. Is
Salah providing enough of a points return to justify his price tag at 12.6 million?
No, he's not. But
if you were on a wild card, would you be including him in your team?
Yeah, I'd go. What's his face?
Jota?
Mane. No, Mane.
Well, Jota will be back soon. I think he's back like next week, isn't he?
You've got to counter the fact that he's
been out for so long.
Yeah, exactly. So I would be holding. I'd be holding firm on him for now, but no, I think that
you go Mane, would you?
Over Salah. Yeah.
No way. I don't agree with that. Salah's on penalties, right? And Mane has been even more off the ball than Salah. Like, at least Salah's ticking over with the odd goal, and he's been at the centre. Like, Mane for me, he's been even lower on form. I think it's either Salah or nothing. Salah or bust in that Liverpool attacking line, attacking 3. I do like the look of Trent Alexander-Arnold though. Have you been keeping up with the Liverpool's games? Have you seen
Liverpool? I'm just not interested at all. Like I said, I'd rather concentrate on the 3 teams which I've been most impressed by so far this year in Leicester, Aston Villa, and I've completely forgotten the other team, Man City. Those 3 there, and then
Man United.
Whoever's mainly been, Man U with their maybe a defender and Fernandes. And then whatever's left, just build your team around them players, and that's what
I think Chelsea will start. I think Chelsea will start becoming genuine FPL assets. Honestly, going forward, I think they'll start to kind of get some good results in, and I think you start seeing a different type of style of play under Tuchel. They started to kind of read into his philosophy if he has one. Looking into this. Continuing through the games, obviously we had the Crystal Palace Burnley game where Burnley won 3-0. You were, I think, remember you the way that you reacted to that. You were quite shocked about the style of play that Burnley were playing, and the kind of like cutthroat sort of like, you know what, we're going to just take you to the sword, and we're not going to stop, and we're going to just play attacking football under Dyche, and making substitutes earlier in the game.
Yeah, it was refreshing to see a team actually being allowed to play, and when we do play football, we can actually play football. We can pass to each other. A player's standing 10 yards away. The ball is played across him, and he doesn't fall over his feet and give it away. It was. But then again, you could argue the quality of Crystal Palace. I mean, there was a lad on Twitter that put up a mini little rant about Crystal Palace, how bad they were, and I just referred them to my video that I put up. But Crystal Palace was shocking. Really, but yeah, we look good. We were back to type last night, to be honest with you. I think both teams in Burnley and Fulham just wanted to get a draw out of the game, and we didn't look particularly. I only watched the first half, but we didn't look particularly that great last night. Again, back to the sloppiness of play. It was a shame that Goodmanson got injured, considering how well he's done, and he's just gone.
Yes, I mean, Loughton, of course, getting the 3 bonus points in that game. He got himself a goal. Is what first goal in 2 years or something like that? Am I right in saying, or something crazy like that? He probably won't score again for another 2 years. But yeah, some happy Loughton owners there. Just want to take this opportunity to say, if you are new around here, guys, please hit that subscribe button and also hit that notification bell. It does support the stream, and we're trying to get our subscribers up to our next milestone of 6,500. Also, check out our Discord community, which has got over 2,700 managers in it now. Many different awesome features like complete FPL bots to give you live team updates and rank, and lots of active discussions in voice and text channels as well. On that game, I didn't expect 3-0 Burnley, but moving on to the Man City Spurs game, where we kind of were expecting Man City to win that game. Gundogan's show, wasn't it? It was literally the case of did you captain Gundogan? If so, you're pretty much dancing around your living room. And if you triple captained him, well, you know, you're dancing around the road outside. I mean, it's like I think FPL Mate triple captained him. Massive point return there. Didn't even need to play in the second game.
Did he?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, and 2 goals from Gundogan, an assist. At least Sterling got an assist. God, could have been even worse. He couldn't have got anything.
When I saw it, I was just like, yeah. I was, from a selfish point, even though I predict it, from a selfish point of view, I'm just like,
you don't want it to happen.
It's just the way it happens. That's what frustrates me. It's the way. It's not like, I can't remember how he got the assist now. It was for Foden, wasn't it?
It was for Foden. And do you know what? Do you know what could have happened in that game? We could have seen a goalkeeper, I believe for the first time ever in FPL history, get a goal and an assist if Edison would have taken that penalty.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because he lumped the ball up, didn't he, for Gundogan? Was it? It was Gundogan, yeah.
Yeah, that penalty by Rodri was.
It was lucky. It was a lucky penalty because that was any other keeper. Well, I say any other keeper, but Luis should have saved that penalty. It was very poor, and the keeper dived the right way. So yeah, he'll be very disappointed with himself. Spurs. What can we say about Spurs in one sentence?
Shite.
There we go. Brighton, Aston Villa. That game ended 0-0. Bit of a disappointing result for me as a Grealish owner. And I know what people had. I mean, great if you've got Brighton defensive assets, of course. Grealish got a yellow card as well, just to kind of rub salt in the wound. But I mean, the big thing from that was the Martinez clean sheet. And it was, as much as the Man City Spurs game was the Gundogan show, that Brighton Aston Villa game was the Martinez show. He was pulling off saves left, right and centre. I mean, the guy was just amazing. 40 baps to get the 3 bonus points. And yeah, what did you predict in that game?
A very tight 1-0 Aston Villa win, but I wasn't expecting anything in that particular. But I didn't see the game. I only saw the highlights, but I certainly thought that, by all accounts, that Brighton deserved to win. And like you said, it was a Martinez masterclass. Hence why I'm expecting Leicester to destroy Aston Villa.
Well, unless Martinez has other thoughts, of course. I just want to say hello to the people in the chat. Lionel Messi there. We've got Techers. We've got FPL Focus. Good evening. Good afternoon to you. Dan Byrne. Is Target a good option? Says Kobe Miranda.
Yes.
How do you say? What is it? Target or is it? How do you say it?
Target.
Sound like that. You sound like that guy from The Office, the one that comes in as friends with Dave Brent. No, friends with
Target.
You know what I'm on about? The guys that come in. He's out of An Idiot Abroad as well. He sends.
You mean Steve Merchant?
That's him. Yeah.
Nathan.
All right. Yeah. I don't know the names. I'm not like you, mate.
Nathan. It's a good name.
Yeah, but what do they call him? What's his?
The Og Monster.
The Og Monster. Yeah.
Why am I recording this? Why am I not recording this?
But yeah, we had the Southampton Wolves game, which was on Prime, which is nice to see games back on Amazon Prime because I have got Amazon Prime. Ings scoring a goal in there, a goal from Neves and Neto as well. I don't think many people had any assets in that game. I certainly didn't. Stevo, were you interested in looking at any players in that game apart from Danny Ings?
No. In fact, I've said it many a time that Southampton have not impressed me at all. Hence why I bought Danny Ings.
Absolutely. Good afternoon, Matthew.
But Wolves, just two. It's more Southampton, the fact they're coming off the back of that horrific 9-0. Then they went and lost to, was it Everton? And then they had another poor result, and then they have another poor result against Wolves. Are they going to bounce back against Chelsea and Leeds? No.
Oh, that Leeds game. I mean, it could be pretty grim for them over the next few fixtures. Yes, it could. Crazy if you brought in 2 Southampton players, wouldn't it? Moving on to West Brom Man United. That game was a massive disappointment for myself as a very frustrated United supporter in that game. I mean, it was literally just pass sideways, pass sideways, pass sideways, pass sideways, pass back, pass sideways, pass sideways, pass. It was like, oh my God, this is doing my head in. Just cross it in. You got Cavani in the middle. I was literally just so frustrated. But in the end, of course, Shaw did pick up the assist. So I did benefit from that at least, even though he wiped a clean sheet. Fernandes getting an absolute superb volley goal. Are you looking at Shaw yourself, Stevo?
No, I'm looking ahead.
Really?
No, I'm looking ahead to the old double game week 26, whenever that's specifically announced, and then try and work out which specific players. But Man United, I'm not really specifically wanting to target. I think to be honest, I really like my team. I personally think my team is in an absolute fantastic state moving forward, with the likes of.
Well, it better be because you're wildcarded, mate.
What do you mean?
You use your second wildcard?
Yeah.
You ain't got another one, have you? Oh, yeah.
No, I couldn't care less. I've got Stones. my back 5 of Stones, Dallas, Cancelo, Target, Ben Mee, perfectly happy with. You know, it's just
for the moment.
Yeah, for the moment. But I think the players that I've got are all in form. I don't see the need to be replacing those particular players with the likes of Man United. I mean, Luke Shaw, that assist again, once again.
Mate, watch the games. Honestly, yeah. Luke Shaw is, like, for me, he's got to be up there with the top FPL picks for defenders right now. I have never, you know me, Stevo, I've never said go out and get a United defender. I've always been like, stay away from United's defence. You can get Bruno Fernandes, he's a solid option. Maybe look at Martial, maybe look at Cavani, but I would definitely not go for defence in the past. However, now I'm like, Shaw is the business, mate. He is looking really good. And I think a lot of people, I think, you know, maybe got their blinkers on a little bit when they look at United and look at Luke Shaw. Obviously, you know, he is obviously one injury away from being out, but, you know, essentially, I think a lot of people make a mistake. I don't know what the guys in the chats think about Luke Shaw, but I think if I was on a wild card, for instance, or I was looking to bring in some players over the next few weeks, it could be Luke Shaw. Moving on to the Arsenal Leeds result, where we had Arsenal beating Leeds 4-2 in a game that had slight worry for Arsenal fans. They were cruising at one point, and Aubameyang, the resurgence of Aubameyang. Everybody's going to bring in Aubameyang into their teams, right, guys? X in chat if you put Aubameyang into your team following that result. However, second half, it looked at one point like Leeds could have got back in it, and of course, can't remember who it was, took out Bamford in the box. Two players came in. Was it Xhaka and someone else came in like a sandwich and took him out in the box? And I thought, that's a penalty. That's a penalty straight away. No, didn't even try to play the ball. Just sandwiched him in the box. I do not know how it's not a penalty. I still, to this day, don't know why it's not a penalty. We'll never find out why it's not a penalty. But it wasn't a penalty. And Arsenal, basically cruised out of the game, winning 4-2 in the end. Bellerin getting a goal as well. Aubameyang hat-trick. Costa and Struck getting a goal. No one owns them. Rafinha getting a solitary assist, so that'll please some owners. But yeah, Bamford, no returns in that game. It's a little bit disappointing. What are you thinking, Bamford owners, moving forward? I mean, it's double game week. We should be getting rid of him now. What's your thoughts on that result? Did you watch that game?
Yes, I thought the Leeds... it was reminding me of when Burnley seemed to concede. We then decide to play, and it's like you said on the stream, whenever it was. It was during the Arsenal Leeds stream, and you were just saying how shambolic the defending was by Leeds, and I couldn't agree more.
It was one of the worst defensive performances in living memory I've seen a Premier League team do. Like, it was like, I know I'm including the Southampton mauling as well. Like Arsenal could have scored more quite easily against Leeds had they have had that extra edge on the day. 4 goals, was quite tame in the end. I think Leeds are one of those teams that they only know one way of play, and even when they're 3 or 4 down, they will still keep trying to play and play a high line, not leave many players back, and it just Arteta knew this. It played right into the hands of Arsenal, and I think people are starting to suss Leeds out now. And I think we could start to see a few batterings on their hands. But yeah, are you considering any assets from Arsenal, Stevo?
Yeah, no.
Are you considering any assets from Leeds, Stevo?
I've already brought in 2.
Is
one of them being a defensive block. To be fair.
What? So Dallas then?
Yes, that is a defensive.
Rafinha.
That isn't defensive, but he's being brought in as well.
Right. Okay.
And that's a consideration as a captaincy.
Right. Yeah.
Genuine captaincy for me. Unlikely. In fact, it's about a 0.5% chance I would do it, but
go for it, mate.
You never know.
The next game was obviously Everton versus Fulham. Fulham ended up winning that 2-0. The Magic in that game. Magic, a player I had literally no familiarity with at all. I was like, who is this Magic? Is he on your radar?
No.
Radar at all?
Why would any Fulham players be on my radar?
Well, Lookman, he's not too bad.
It's like a lot of, I say a lot of certain content creators, Planet FPL. They make the point, who am I going to get rid of? Am I really going to get rid of Salah, Fernandes, Maddison for these particular players? Danny Ings, Bamford, Antonio? No, I'm never going to play him, so I wouldn't be. They were not on my radar whatsoever at all. I'm just I'm more. It's more the players for Man City, whether or not to.
I'll be rotation central now, mate. Now KDB's back, and
well, that's the thing, yeah.
And Aguero on the cusp of returning as well. Like, there's going to be problems. There's going to be like you trying to get all those players on the field. Pep's just going to be like rotating left, right, and centre. We're going to see it. It'll be a lot of drama, put it that way, on the social media platforms, Discord as well.
I'm more concerned about more specifically Everton.
I was just about to say that. I was saying Everton, people have brought in Digne, people have brought in, Calvert-Lewin, obviously before he got injured, people brought in Richarlison. What's your thoughts about Everton? Are you confident? Are you happy owning James Rodriguez, for example? I mean, these are genuine questions.
James Rodriguez, he was the game week 1.
Yeah, that's it. That's what I was about to say. We're going back to game week 1, game week 2 territory now, when they were purring, and now they're just not. I think that injury to Calvert-Lewin is massive. Richarlison is no striker. Like, he's better out on the wing, and Calvert-Lewin, it just goes to show how much they rely on that outlet. Like, he's great at holding the ball up and supporting the midfielders, and I think that the sooner he gets back, the sooner Everton can start to turn the tide. Is he going to be fit for is it Liverpool, isn't it?
I don't think he will be. I don't know what. Again, I'm only guessing here, but I don't think he'll be fit for that game. So apparently,
it'd be silly to rush him back, wouldn't it?
Yes, yeah. I think it would be foolish. But no, I'm avoiding them like the plague.
West Ham 3, Sheffield United 0.
Actually, this is another team, isn't it? To be fair, which should be on people's radars. A bit disappointing.
Lingard?
Antonio didn't start.
Oh, it was, but then I had Rudiger sitting on the bench, so it's not. It wasn't like it was the end of the world. I just to be honest with you, it wasn't the end of the world. But I know for some people who had Dallas coming off the bench, rip. 3-0 West Ham. They did the business without Antonio against a shoddy Sheffield United team. Sheffield United, what has happened to Sheffield United?
To be fair,
what a difference a season makes, right?
Apparently they played very well. They still should have lost, apparently, by all accounts, but Fabianski pulled off some cracking saves to deny them. Obviously, you've still got to put the ball in the back of the net, but by all accounts, they deserved to lose, but they played very, very well. However, like you stated, I think that they've come on too late now to try and fight to stay up. They're too far off the pack to. I don't know how many points they are off off 17th, but
I can find out for you. They are
15, something like that, 16. Maybe a bit less. So no, Fulham are 8
11,
points.
14 points.
14, is it? Yeah.
14 points, yeah.
Yeah. Too much after
So it's a
Lord
big
there,
ask.
so-
It's a big ask for them, to be honest with you. The fixtures aren't that great either.
But once again, like you say, West Ham assets, Safal, Cresswell, 2. I'd love to get him a team, but it's just fitting them in. And who?
I mean,
falls,
against Villa. Sorry, they're up against Fulham next. God, it's 2 days' time. Yeah, up against Fulham and then Liverpool, then Southampton. So they need to be picking points up against Fulham. They need to win against Fulham. They need to win against Southampton
West
to give
Ham,
them a chance.
Sure.
Sorry, what? No, I'm on about Sheffield United.
Oh, Sheffield United. Sorry.
Yeah, we're talking about Sheffield United right now, aren't we? Sorry, I'm talking about. Yeah, you were talking about survival in the Premier League. They need to pick up points against Fulham, and they need to pick up points against Southampton in the next 3 or 4 games. Like they've got Leicester, they've got Liverpool, they've got Leeds. I mean, that could. Yeah, I don't know. I think they're gone. Personally, I think they're definitely gone.
Oh yeah, they're gone. Yeah.
Barring a miracle, they're gone. But yeah, sorry, you're on about West Ham, Stevo.
Yeah, West Ham. Yeah, their assets look absolute quality. However, their fixtures, as I'm looking at them right now, Tottenham at home, Jesus, Man City away, Leeds, Man United, Arsenal, Wolves. I mean, it's just a horrible fixture run, and it'd be fascinating to see what David Moyes can conjure up over the next 10 game weeks or so.
Not a lot, I don't think.
No.
And to be honest with you, you mentioned getting rid of Calvert-Lewin. I think getting rid of Antonio's ahead of Calvert-Lewin is the way forward, mate. Just saying. Let's move on to the next fixture, shall we? We've got Chelsea, Newcastle. So Chelsea winning 2-0 against a very poor Newcastle. Another team that's shocking.
They just sit back. I mean, I watched the first.
I wasn't even interested in the slightest to watch this game. Do you know that? I just didn't want to watch it. I thought, you know what? I don't rate Chelsea at attack, to be honest. But guess what? Werner scored. So, you know, congratulations, people who owned Werner and held on to him for so long.
Number one, he's a player that I was looking at, but because of certain fixtures and everything, I'm just kind of backing off. But I was reluctant to sell Azpilicueta. I would happily have kept him in, but due to funds, I couldn't keep him in my team. But I'll tell you what, I was quite impressed with what I saw in the first half of Azpilicueta. I had one opportunity, certainly with the first goal, I think it was. He nearly got his head to it. But yeah,
guess who? And Kepa's starting in goal, Stevo.
I think that was his last game. I think
Right.
Mendy's back to. I think Tuchel came out and said that he is my number one Mendy, so I don't think Kepa's going to be starting against Southampton.
Karma Baby bringing up the point in the stream. We've got 125 people tuning into the stream, and we've only got 39 likes. 39 likes. Can you please hit that like button on the stream to help us to basically spread the word out about our show? So looking to get any Chelsea players in, Stevo?
Well, the fact I've just got rid of one, the answer is no, but
Rudiger?
reluctantly. I think for 4.7, I think he's worth.
He was 4.5.
Problems in your team and whatnot, but their fixtures aren't. Well, their upcoming fixtures, they're not looking particularly beautiful. Yeah, Southampton away, Man U, Everton, Leeds. It's from game week 30.
Yeah, that's what I'm holding on to him for that.
Yeah, but until then, once again, not really fussed. I can easily just get around all that.
Your team again played against Fulham and got the 1-1. Were you frustrated in that game? Because
watching the first half was just pulling out my eyes. It was all I was thinking of. I'd rather watch the third or fourth episode of Better Call Saul rather than this. But because it's my team, you're invested in watching it. But I was essentially falling asleep anyway, and I was just like, do I really need to watch this game and the rest of it? And I thought, no, it's just going to be another. Terrible.
I mean, that Aina goal was. It was off his chest, wasn't it? He took it well, to be fair. He took it really well. It came at him quite quick. And I mean, who was it on the line again?
Robbie Brady.
Robbie Brady, and he got a yellow card. He was lucky to stay on the field, to be honest. He got a yellow card, and then he did some really rash tackles after his. I think that's why he got subbed off. I think a few minutes later.
Robbie Brady, did he?
Yeah.
He came on as a sub to be subbed off again. Really?
I'm pretty sure he did. I didn't dream that. I'm pretty sure he did, guys. I'm gonna quiz it. Well, you talk about that game. Anything else to talk about that game? That result? No.
I think, to be honest, it was. I said in the members video that it wouldn't surprise me if this ended 1-1. I predicted initially 1-0 at the start of the.
I need to find that out.
The week ago, but then yesterday in a members video I said 1-1, and it turned out to be 1-1. But more importantly, with the Everton Man City game, I predicted 3-1. I think in the members video I then said.
Yeah, he got subbed out in the 64th minute. Robbie Brady.
Oh, he was taken off, was he?
He wasn't subbed on.
He was subbed on. He came on for Goodmunson.
Oh, he came on, yeah. Yeah, he came on for Goodmunson, and then he got subbed off, yeah.
Wow, okay, that's interesting. Dyche making a stand there. Okay, that's good management, I suppose. Based on what you're saying.
Oh, yeah. You're making me second guess myself. Like, I think, you know what? Sometimes sometimes I have to double check myself what I say. So yeah, moving on to the Everton Man City game. Again, I think this is what we're going to see going forward. We're going to see a spread of points across 5 or 6 players.
Did I say?
I think we're going to stop. We're going to stop seeing this Gundogan show. I think we're going to start to see more.
No. You're speaking nonsense. Gundogan is essentially what you said. You were the one that said it, and it's true. He's just a striker. He just jumps into the box, and he's there, and he's in the right place at the right time. I think
that when KDB comes back, they're going to be doing this sort of like rotation between all game. KDB will go forward, Gundogan will drop back. Gundogan will go forward, KDB will drop back. They'll be doing that all the game. Like you'll see more of Gundogan dropping back. That's what that's if KDB and Gundogan are on the same field.
They will be on the same field. Pep Guardiola is no fool. The best players that are performing for his team, he will play. And I'll tell you what.
Well, who's going to play? Who's going to? So okay.
I was just going to say, actually, Charlie Taylor returned last night, 4.4. Again, as an enabler, bargain, absolute bargain. That's what I was going to say in that game. But yeah, no, Gundogan. Even though I sold him, I would highly recommend just.
You sold Gundogan?
Yes, it's my plan. I was always going to sell him. And like I said, this is why I think that I'm doing better, because I'm sticking to
a plan,
my gut instinct, and
that's going to backfire, mate.
Plan.
That's going to backfire on you.
No, it won't, because I don't think he's going to do anything against Arsenal.
I do.
Rafinha,
I think he's going to smash Arsenal.
That's going to be a tight game. I think I predicted. Well, I haven't even predicted yet, but I would be predicting 2-0, 2-1, something like that. But I don't think Gundogan is going to be doing much, because based on the fact that some of these players, when they return from injury, they're not particularly at it, and I think he'll be a bit of a steady Eddie, and I'm just like, no, I'd rather just bring in Rafinha for him, like I stated weeks ago. No, I stated about 2 weeks ago now, maybe not live on air, but I writ it in my book, my diary. That's what I'm going to do, and I did it. You're the one which does all the so-called risks moves, the player that's just gone and got a hat trick, and then all of a sudden you do a -4 to get him gone, and it's like, yeah, there's a reason behind it, and there'd be people going, why would you get rid of whoever the player is for whoever? And it's just like, well, there's a plan in place, and it always works out for you. And do you know what? That's what I'm doing. I couldn't care less.
Don't copy me, mate.
Yeah,
stick to your own ways, mate. I want to see more rants and rages.
I will say this though, once I did the transfers on that video, I said to myself, I wish I got rid of Son. However, I think Son may do quite well against West Ham. Don't know why. Yeah. I just do. So
good.
Yeah. It's like you say on streams about me, Actually, Stevo does do quite well. He just doesn't go with his own advice. Well, 8 weeks later, I'm going with my own advice, and as we stated right at the start, going full circle, it's working out. So I'm just sticking with it, and I'm happy. just move on. Like I said, with this 5-3-2 formation that I played, turns out that I was right all along. So I'm happy with it. Just do what I need to do.
You did say that you were saying that you thought it was the optimal formation. To be fair,
with my team, yes,
you did do very well, Stevo, and I'm a great believer that that there is balance in the universe, and you will have had all of this luck and success and happiness, and the stars will realign themselves in a few weeks. You'll be back to your normal.
No. It's continuous.
Tweeting out on your new account.
I've just put out a tweet actually. No, it's just like tweeting out
spill a bit of. There'll be a few more members videos, guys, as normal. X-rated returns. If you got kids in the house, you better shut the door.
Did I say that?
No, you said something like, "You got kids in the house, you better turn this off," or something like that. Because I can't remember what it was, but you were going off on something. It was something that I did or something on my team that you know.
I think my favorite one, the clip that you put together was, well, you specifically said it. You said because I said words to the effect of, "I don't give a beep 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 about beep 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 beep," and then you said on a stream, Stevo is somebody that lets his emotions out. He doesn't want to come across aggressive, but and I can't remember specifically what you said. I think it may be in the new intro that you've done. I can't remember now, but
he's a nice guy, but
just hilarious, just absolutely hilarious. And that's why I enjoy doing the members videos. And if anybody wants to know what the hell we're talking about, there's a little join button. By all means, if you want to become a member, more importantly, to support the show, to help bring you a better experience to our streams.
Yeah.
Become a member. It's quite simple, really. And then you get the benefits of additional footage and what do you call it? Live transfers, team reveals. Maybe Jason will do a team reveal after this stream because
I'll do a membership. I'll do a members team reveal. There we go, just for the members.
Yeah, do it.
I just want to read out some of the comments.
So
read some of the comments out in the chat.
If I never just members videos are so fun until they get taken down.
Yeah. Literally, I don't know how I feel about you and your kind of ability to get yourself in trouble with the Silicon Valley.
That wasn't the trouble one. That was a song was used because I was showing videos of certain things on the camera, and the song was being played, and it just said, "We are not allowed to show this video in certain countries because this song's being used." And just have to pee off, delete. I think certain people, Gabrielle DeRop and Blonde, may have seen the video, but yeah, YouTube's weird. YouTube's
Give it a week before he's banned again, says Badman in the chat.
Yeah.
Jamie Baxter's is kind of helped support us by becoming a grassroots member. Thank you so much, Jamie.
Oh, cheers. I'm
just waiting for Simon Bellamy to become a member now.
Is that Baxter? That's what's his first name? Off the bill, a bad guy off the bill, one of the best bad guys ever. But I've forgotten his first name.
Baxter.
Peter Baxter.
Peter Baxter.
Character. Hello, Samantha.
Hey? Like you and your random knowledge about the bill, it's just it's ridiculous.
Somebody will know. Someone here will know who Peter Baxter is. Because there's got to be someone over the age of 30 that will know the bill.
Baxter. See, I watched the bill, but I didn't watch it that much to know, and I stopped watching the bill about 20 years ago.
Well, I can't believe I'm up to Series 15, which is 1999, and it's just so fun.
No, I stopped watching the bill 16 years ago. That's when I stopped watching it. So my memory of the bill, I've got absolutely none. But I just realised that we've got. I just need to move something because I've got to move the overlay slightly. So I'm going to redo that notification and move it down to there. Sweet. Thank you, Jamie. What are we talking about?
Peter Baxter and
All right.
Krusty the Clown singing, and we're sending our love down the well. Oh, that...
Oh my life. Oh.
You must know that reference.
You've been on the vodka. Oh, did you know last night? Did you know last night I was doing I got the guitar out and I was doing some songs on Hangouts.
Okay.
Yeah, we were singing American Pie and some of the old classics. We hey Jason, tell Stevo, my new neighbour, who I moved. Hang on, God, your ability to write, Brew, is awful. Hey Jason, tell Stevo, my new neighbour, when I move tomorrow, is Mark Wingett, DC Jim Carver.
No, it's not.
I'll be meeting him next week.
Mark, get lost, is it? Prove it. You've got to prove it, Brew. All right, Mark. All right, Mark. I've got a friend.
Oh yeah, exactly. Karma baby. I remember a few things on the bill. Smithy. I remember Smithy from the bill.
Excellent character. In fact, just to add, this era before
probably my favourite character.
Smithy was fantastic. He was more of a devious.
Yeah, he was he was a bit like a naughty sort of.
Yeah,
bent the rules.
And when he returned, he was all nice and.
I think I stopped watching the bill when they set fire. I think a bomb went off at Sun Hill or something like that, or they set fire to Sun. Something happened at Sun Hill. I was like, yeah, this is getting a bit weird now. Like, yeah.
Is that the Jeff Simpson storyline?
I don't know, but it was just.
And Reg.
Oh, I remember Reg. Yeah, I remember Reg. I always used to think Reg is a bit old. He should probably retire.
You should see him now, Jeff Stewart. It's so weird. So weird seeing Jeff Stewart. In pictures, I think the curly hair. Curly hair's funny. There's
anyway,
my extras.
This is a FPL stream, guys. I promise you.
Forget it.
Ask Stevo if he got the grass stains out of his trousers. Says FPL Fozzie.
Do you know I'm back? I did tag you, Fozzie, in a little video. I just did.
Burnside was the daddy, says Badman.
Yes, yeah, Burnside, yeah, wonderful character. I can't believe that I've been watching it as a history thing since 1987, and it's just flown by because I'm watching like 2 a day. It's like Better Call Saul. I've watched that.
Oh, here we go. Nuclear Atoms has said it. Are we going to do any predictions tonight, or are we just chilling out? Fuck. Hang on. If I was wearing a watch. Sorry, I didn't realise we were on a strict time limit. Sorry. Oh yeah. The thing is, right. The thing is with us is that we don't schedule we do schedule our shows, but we don't plan any of our shows. So we don't go, right, we must talk about these things between at these times. Like we're going to spend 10 minutes talking about the fixtures and what happened. We're going to then spend 10 minutes talking about the bill. We're going to then spend 10 minutes talking about Twitter and how Stevo got himself banned. We don't do stuff like that. We just kind of just sit and have a chat. And like, that's what we always do. Nuclear Atoms, man. You know that. I know it's probably, if it's late where you are, just honestly, mate, if it's late where you are, just probably just go to bed and watch the replay and just skip to the bit you want to watch, because unfortunately, I can't sit there and I can't be like that. Today, we're going to be talking about this. Did you know that this XG of this player beats that heat map of that player? Blah, 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 blah. I can't do that sort of stuff. I'm sorry. I'm never going to do it.
I think for me, it's when, again, no disrespect to anybody, but it's just a fact. So this is going to go from 100 viewers down to about 20 now. But the majority of people watching this, I would argue, probably consume a lot of FPL content. And after a while, you get the same opinion over and over and over. It's a bit like this. I only listen to 3 FPL content creators. And essentially, you know, they all say exactly the same thing, word for word. It's nothing to do with them. It's just the fact that there's nothing more you can say. What Jason says is going to be exactly the same as what I say, as to what he's going to say, as what she's going to say, and it's just the same old thing. So when people talk about other subject matters, which are to do with their personal lives, actually, that's when my ears prick up and go,
I just find it interesting. I just find it when we have callers on. It's like this is why I try and find about a little nugget of information from callers from time to time, because it's like there's only so many times you can hear about people saying, "Oh, get this player in because he's playing in the double game week." Oh, Rafinha, yeah, he's a good shout. Oh, Jesse Lingard, I might put the captaincy on him. I don't know, something like that. You're just saying, you know what, I just
interestingly, when you had Latic Man on, hello, Jason.
Danny Ings. Get Danny Ings in, guys. My top pick for this game week, guys, is Danny Ings. Give him the armband. He'll get you 20 points, or I promise you, I will do a 24-hour stream. There you go.
Yeah, when you had a Latic Man on, and he was talking about his life and talking about this specific channel, and you were just having a general conversation. I honestly could have listened to that for an hour. Because I was at work and I was just listening in and stuff, and it was just really refreshing hearing someone just talk to you one-on-one about anything but fantasy football. It was just a genuine, like.
We forget that we're human beings, right? We got, there's personalities and lives to everybody. Hello, Adam FPL. Hello, Kicking De Bruyne. I like the name.
Their names I don't recognise.
I don't recognise names. I bet there's quite a few people in this chat that just sit here, and this is a great thing. Like the majority of people probably just have this show on in the background. They're just going about their daily lives, not caring too much about what we're actually saying, and just having us on in the background. And I guess that's the format that we're after. Don't actually pay attention to what we have to say because we don't really know a lot about FPL, do we, Stevo?
Bet I've gone off, haven't I? Bollocks.
Hey? What? Oh, Stevo, what's he done? He's hit the button. He's hit the wrong button. Love it when Stevo chats about death metal. Stevo, oh, you're on green. What's going on?
Sorry, I accidentally knocked the...
Elite FPL green.
Wire. Not the internet wire. By mistake.
This is refreshing, says Entahuku.
Who?
And I don't...
Oh, Entahuku, one of our members.
I don't know how to pronounce the name. I'm thinking it's Entahuku. And I always call him Entahuku.
Or isn't it the N?
I call him Entahuku. Yeah. It could be Tahuku. You've gone small now. Oh, you just do you do it on purpose, Stevo. Like, I'm sure you do.
I accidentally hit the wire out.
Accidentally.
Wires everywhere. Did you mention death metal? I mean...
Yeah, someone said they liked it when you talked about death metal.
Yeah. Signs of Swarm's latest song.
Signs of Swarm.
Absolutely. Could I play a bit of it? Yeah, I can, because to be honest with you, it's got mainly me talking over it, but hold on a minute, just 2 seconds. Just here coming up. La la la. So good. Hold on a minute. I was just sending that to my brother.
Whenever I hear death metal, it just reminds me of an old CRT monitor or an old TV that maybe has lost signal, and it's going.
Yeah, it's great.
I believe they call it white noise.
The more crazier the sound.
How can you listen to that at the same time as like make out what the singer is saying? Because I'm convinced that the majority of death metal fans have to go onto Google, type in the lyrics and find out what they say, because you can't understand it. It's like I'm just like, you know what? I'm just like, it's like
got to add a bit of pig squealing. Come on, Jace, get some pig squealing in there.
I'm good. I don't necessarily want to do pig squealing.
What was it? If you want to have some real good slamcore, scum.
Yeah, I don't think that many people like death metal these days. I think it's going out of fashion, Stevo.
Trust me, it's not. It's getting more and more popular. Not within the commercial scene, of course, but the people that are within the genre, they're getting more. It was going out of favour a couple of years ago. People were getting a bit bored of the same old nonsense, but all of a sudden, over the last couple of years, it's really picked up. With channels like Slam Worldwide that are giving us all this new band material, despite the fact that I kind of stopped tuning into it because after a while you kind of hear the same old thing. But I was listening to how can I forget his name? I'm going to quickly deliberately record this bit because I like doing these things.
Ryan Portman, what you hear then?
Ryan,
I can't watch Jason ever since his new setup. Then go. Then go. I'm not forcing you to stay.
I was listening to Daniel DeFont.
See you later.
Daniel DeFont last night. Daniel DeFont. He's an agent for deathcore bands.
Yeah. And
he did a stream with a guy called Hardcore Keem, and it was just them two listening into the latest deathcore songs. It was just love making. It was wonderful. But
right. Okay.
Yeah, I highly recommend anybody listening into this now to check out Daniel DeFont on YouTube. Dan Force is his name on YouTube. Dan Fonts. Just brilliant. If you're into underground death metal, I'm going to
go as far as saying that about 1% of the viewers that are watching this right now are into death metal.
Well, I know Fantasy World Order, if he's here.
Anyone else?
In fact, again, I love doing these clickbaiting stuff. Let's annoy. Shall I see if I can get this individual on that I'm about to talk about now? Let's see if I can do it.
I don't know. Are you making clips about stuff?
Yeah, I have a feeling that FPL Mate may have been a bit of a scene kid back in the day. I'm gonna tag him in that right now. So this is the best thing about Twitter.
All right, you're gonna get yourself.
Maybe he'll get a complaint. maybe he'll.
You never learn. Rebel without a cause, Stevo. Bert and Ernie, says Vince there. What? Isn't that Sesame Street?
Yes, it is. Well, you should know. You've got a child. You should.
Well, you don't watch Sesame Street. It's not.
Really.
1995.
Is it not on anymore?
No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not on anymore. No, like all the classics, it's all CGI stuff now. Kids get to watch. Yeah. The only time I'll listen to death metal, says Anil in the chat, is when the zombie apocalypse happens. Francis, when the zombie apocalypse,
mobile zombie apocalypse. So you must be a fan then.
Stevo is really a ZZ Top fan.
ZZ, I don't even know ZZ. I know the name, obviously.
What's the song from ZZ? What's the most popular song from ZZ Top? I don't even think I can reel one off right away. Give me all your lovin'. I know that one. Yeah. That's about it. That's the only song I know from ZZ Top. There we go. However, if we talk about Fleetwood Mac, on the other hand, now that is a band, Fleetwood Mac. Anyway, let's talk about game week or double game week 25.
Yes, yeah, I forgot about.
Let's talk about fancy football for a moment.
Should we just end the stream and do a members only video so then everybody?
you like putting the cat amongst the pigeons, don't you, with our viewership?
Yeah, let's talk.
Let's stick a big middle finger up to them all, shall we? Let's. Game week, double game week 25 sees Southampton and Leeds play twice.
Well, I'll ask you the question to start with, Jason. In all seriousness, this double game week 25, is it something that tickles you, or do you just think, nah, whatever?
Say again, mate. I was just reading a comment from Karma Baby. Hang on, I just want to read this out. So, something about, haven't you tuned into the other FPL stream? Nothing but zombies over there, mate. Show us your stream. Do you think Rafinha is a good transfer? Let's talk about zombies, shall we? Let's talk about armies of the dead marching over the earth. Let's talk about double game week 25. And the fact of the matter is, Leeds and Southampton played twice. And you asked me a question which I completely didn't hear. What was that?
It was this double game week. You know, lots of people, when it comes to double game weeks, they're, you know, going absolutely mad. Like, we've got to get X amount of players in. What's your opinion on, specifically, are you excited for this double game week, or would you just think, nah, whatever? You're not?
I'm not excited. I'm not excited for this double game week, no. However, although I'm not excited, I'm curbing my enthusiasm. So have you seen that show?
No, I've been told that I don't. I apparently probably wouldn't like it. Apparently,
I started watching it, and it's quite funny.
Yeah, I've been told it's very.
Yeah.
What Ricky Gervais and Merchant are very influenced by.
Yeah, it's very good. It's very well done. But it's not everyone's type of humor, I'm sure. But this is a great title for this double game week. Curb your enthusiasm, indeed. I feel that especially after I draw myself back 24 hours. 24 hours ago, I was so hyped and happy and excited for the final City game that, you know, I had so much expectations on it. I'm just going to calm myself down. I think this double game week is going to be meh. At best, 15 points more, 20 points max more than what the average will be for a lot of people that have got, you know, 4 double game week players in their team. I don't think it's going to be triple digits like we saw, you know, just this week. I think we're going to be looking at what, high 60s, low 70s. I don't expect it to be all that it's being hyped up to be myself, Stevo. I really don't. I
don't think there's any hype.
Well, I'm not excited for it then. I'm not hyped then. I don't find it exciting.
I think I don't know. I think that the fact that it's Leeds and Southampton, 2 teams that can score goals, I'm actually pretty confident we could get. We're not going to get triple figure in points, of course not. But I think there's a high chance that Leeds can return well, especially the fact they're away from home. Away from home is where they seem to do better, and I think that Wolves and Southampton are there for the taking. I really do. I'm expecting Leeds to do pretty well against Wolves. I think it'll be a tight game. I feel that Leeds could edge that, but the Leeds at home to they're at home to Southampton. Okay, fair enough. I think that could be a really open fixture. I think that could be a lot of fun. Could be, and I think it's a game week where you could, if you really, really wanted to, do a differential captaincy with one of these double game week players like Rafinha, Dallas, Ings. I wouldn't see a problem with any of them. Harrison, even if anybody's got Harrison. You've got the safety in Bamford, of course, but I don't see a problem with captaining those outside punts. I really don't. I think that. Are
you captain Ings or a captain one of Rafinha or Bamford? What camp are you in at the moment?
As it stands right now, I am captaining Bamford. So for the simple fact that I believe that he will return in both games something. I'm expecting maybe across the 2 fixtures 3 attacking returns.
Rafinha, expecting.
Rafinha I'm
You're
expecting
hoping.
2, Danny Ings 2. But every time I've predicted, as Vince will know, 4 returns, it seems to have backfired. But no, I'm expecting a player in Bamford's form, Rafinha's form.
Okay, so let's just go through these very quickly. I know you're gonna do your own history and predictions, I'm sure, or you're gonna do it now.
No, I'll do a members video. Well, we can still predict though. Carry on.
Yeah. Okay, so Wolves Leeds. I'm gonna go with a 2-1 win to Leeds in this game.
2-1.
2-1 to Leeds, yeah. I think Wolves will score, but I think Leeds will just edge it 2-1.
Yeah, I've gone with
no clean sheet for Leeds, mate.
Oh, no. They're not keeping a clean sheet in either game. They're conceding. They're not keeping a clean sheet in either of them. It's just the goals, attacking returns from these two. And Wolves are no mugs. They'll keep it tight, but I expect Leeds to cut through them. And I'm expecting the same as you, 1-1, 2-1 either way, but more in favour of Leeds. I think I'm going to be predicting in the predictor game.
I'm looking forward to the next season and actually playing that predictor game without missing a game week. It really annoyed me. And I just thought, you know what? That's it now. I'll wait till next season. But I know Lino's doing immense. The guy is just so consistent.
Well, he does it as almost like a profession.
Wow.
Bilau's doing very well, but he's unfortunately but yeah, Lino does it almost as a profession.
I need to get in touch with this Lino. I'm sure he can probably win you a lot of money.
Yeah. Well, Paul Lee's doing well as well.
Yeah. I must admit I haven't looked at the leaderboard for quite some time. I heard that you're jumping up the leaderboards, innit?
Well, yeah, like I said, I am jumping up the leaderboards. I'm well, ironically, I moved down by one place to 10th yesterday, but yeah, I'm doing all right. I'm doing okay in that particular.
Southampton, Chelsea. I personally think that this is going to be a win for Chelsea, and I'm going to go with. I want to say 2-1 again to the away team. The away team to win 2-1. I'm hoping that Danny Ings can get something, because I know that so many people have brought him in, and I'm sure that they'd be hoping for that as well. I'm going to go with 2-1 Chelsea, yeah. Maybe 2-0. 2-0 Chelsea. 2-0 Chelsea.
This is the first test, I think, for Tuchel. I think that he could be up in a fight in this particular fixture, but I do expect Southampton to score in this fixture. And like you, I'm going 2-1 to Chelsea. I don't think Southampton are going to win, but I think that Chelsea have got enough to get through, and I'm expecting Werner to do well again, and I'm going to go 2-1 to Chelsea. Absolutely. I think they're in form at the moment. I think it's going to be a very tough game, but I do expect them to come out on top and get that win. Get that win just. It's going to be a good game, I think. But of course, it's on BT Sport, and I can't even watch it.
Your team coming up next: Burnley versus West Brom.
Yeah.
Oh God! Talk about a snooze fest.
Yeah.
I won't be watching that game.
Awful fixture.
I've got no interest in that game whatsoever. I'm going to go 0-0 or 1-0 either way. Maybe 1-0 Burnley. 1-0 Burnley. I'm going to go.
I think we're going to concede in this game, unfortunately. I have this feeling we're going to concede in this game. Ben Mee will be back. Although we'll pretty much we'll have a
1-1
defense. Yeah, I'm going to go 1-1. But it's the usual.
A lot of people in chat saying that.
1-1, 1-0 either way, but mainly in favour of Burnley. But yeah, I'd be putting a 1-1 draw in this particular fixture. I can't believe the next fixture's at 5:30, Jace. I would have thought it would have been the 12:30, like it normally is.
What? Oh, the Liverpool-Everton game. Yeah. This is an interesting one, isn't it? Liverpool, who've not been that great up front, up against a team that I think are shocking at the back. I think I can't see anything other than a Liverpool victory in this game. Coupled with the fact that Calvert-Lewin is probably not going to be fit. I think Liverpool are going to dominate possession, and I'm going to go with I want to say 2-0 win. 2-0 Liverpool.
I'm going one less. I think this is actually going to be quite a tight game. I think it'll be quite tight. Neither manager is going to want to lose this, and I'm expecting Liverpool to come out on top, 1-0. I think it's been quite a regular result in this particular fixture, 1-0, and that's what I'm expecting in this game. I'm expecting 1-0 to Liverpool in a very, very tight game at Anfield, and Liverpool to get back on track. after these terrible results of late. But they always seem to do well in the Champions League, though.
Yeah,
Read
different,
into that
different
what you will.
breed. Fulham, Sheffield United, another game that I couldn't give an absolute monkeys about. Like, this game could just be called off. They could have a freak tornado or something in above Fulham's ground, and it wouldn't make a single bit of difference for me. I have no care in the world. I hope that doesn't happen, of course. Just figuratively speaking. I'm going to go with Fulham to win 2-0.
Expect them to score.
Two goals against Sheffield United. Yeah.
I think Sheffield United have got more about them, and I think this is going to be another 1-1.
A 0-0 or something.
No. I don't think 0-0. I think they've both.
What 1-1?
1-1 or maybe even 2-1 to Sheffield United.
All right. Okay.
Like I said, by all accounts, they were very unlucky.
I like the Denver's 2-1. Actually, I think that could be. And Fozzie saying 2-1. Oh no, he's saying that Liverpool game. Yeah, I think what I'm going to go. So you're going to go with a 2-1 Sheffield United. I'm going 2-0 to Fulham. I don't know why, but I just think that Fulham are a good team. I don't know why.
They've done nothing to impress me. Every time I've watched them, I've not thought to myself, my goodness, why are they going to be relegated? I just don't think there's anything about them. I think once you attack them, they're going to concede. And I think Sheffield United have got the cojones to go, do you know what? There are rivals here. Let's just go for it. If we lose, we lose. It doesn't matter. Let's just go for it. And I think they've got a good chance. It's a massive
game for them, though, isn't it?
Goals. Yeah.
Dan says 6 point. Dan's favourite phrase. It's a 6-pointer. Absolutely.
Dan is in. Oh, Dan.
Dan.
Our social media assistant. Hello, Dan.
Dan.
Hello.
Right. So next game is, where are we? West Ham. The first game on Sunday, midday. West Ham versus Spurs. It's a derby game. What are you going to go with on that one?
West Ham in excellent form at the moment. I think this is the kind of team that Spurs are going to enjoy playing against. I think West Ham, they don't exactly sit back. I think this will set up perfectly for Jose Mourinho, and I do expect West Ham to score, but Spurs to edge it in a 2-1 victory. Just be like 1-1 for the majority of the game, and then Harry Kane will turn up and score a late winner in a 2-1 victory to Spurs. 12 o'clock as well. Nice and early. Lovely.
Nuclear Atoms going 2-2. Jack Benzie saying 3-1 to West Ham. 1-1. Dan saying 2-1 Bilal. 2-1 John. So 2-1 is a popular scoreline to Spurs. I without Antonio playing.
Oh no, I think he's going to be back for this game.
Has he been confirmed back?
It's not confirmed, but I think he'll be back. He'll be fine.
I'm going to make a prediction based on Antonio being back or not being back. Then I think that's a massive difference to West Ham. Even though they did well without him, I'm going to go 1-0 to Spurs if Antonio isn't playing. If Antonio is playing, I'm going to go 1-1.
Okay.
There you go. That was worth the wait, wasn't it, guys?
Are you panicking about that bet that you've made about getting a Lingard West Ham?
Oh, mate, I'm not panicking about it. He hasn't scored since, has he?
What was the bet? Remind me.
If he scores 5 more goals, so a total of 7 goals this season for West Ham, I will buy a West Ham shirt with Lingard on the back.
Right. So 5.
And I think I have to wear it for 5 or 7 streams. I think 7 streams, a stream for every goal he scored or something like that. It ain't happening, so I'm not worried about it. No. The next game is Aston Villa versus Leicester.
This could be a fantastic game. Aston Villa are a really good team to watch, and I'm really glad that I'll be able to watch this particular fixture. But I do think that Aston Villa's defensive displays are going to run out of luck here, and I really do think the Leicester are going to come out on top quite heavily, and I think they're going to do what they did to Liverpool. I'm going to go 3-1 to Leicester. Maybe even 3-0. I think
Polaris has come up with a good thing. If Lingard doesn't score, what do I get? I don't get nothing, mate. Just the satisfaction that I was right.
Yeah.
That's what I get. Yeah, talking about this game, I think there could be a few goals in it for both teams. I'm gonna go 3-1 Leicester.
Just thinking that Aston Villa's luck has run out as well.
I think it. And the fact that I'm benching Martinez for Meslier, who is pants.
If you didn't have Meslier, would you play?
I'll be playing him for the save points. Yeah, I can see it now. Save. People getting crazy because Vardy's had another one saved. Harvey Barnes just had one tipped over the bar. Oh my God. Maddison. Oh my God. Another save. What's going on here? The guy's on. This guy's not human. Only a real stupid club would let a player like that go. Just saying.
That aimed at anyone in particular?
No, not named. I'm not naming anything. Just stating a fact. Karma's not happy with your prediction. He's probably not happy with mine either. To be honest with you. Best buy of the season, yeah, absolutely brilliant business from Aston Villa. If Aston Villa get anything out of that game, I promise you now, it will be because of Martinez. It will be Martinez that gets them a point or 3 from that game.
You happy with Grealish? I mean, I suppose you have to keep him as a defensive block, I suppose, being that high up in the ranks. But is he someone that's on your radar to maybe move on?
Grealish is frustrating because obviously from a player point of view, he doesn't do a lot of things wrong. He's very good. He's very gifted with the ball. He's creative and he's involved with most of what the Villa attack involves. But however, of late he's just not been getting those points that we all crave. And I think that if he carries on blanking, he could be on the chopping block. Yes, absolutely. Even though he's very highly owned. We move on to the Arsenal versus Manchester City game. You said earlier on that you don't expect it to be much of a battering. In fact, you're expecting it to be maybe a 1-goal winner. Well, like in it.
Yeah, in favour of Man City, of course. I'm expecting this to be a 1-0, 2-1. Though I am right in saying that Arsenal have not had the worst luck against Man City, and could they get something out of this game? Absolutely. I think a draw.
Absolutely nothing. No, not a chance, mate. Absolutely not a chance. If Arsenal win this game, I'll buy an Arsenal shirt with Aubameyang. No, AJ.
Yeah.
AJ. Yeah. No. No one in the chat is saying Arsenal to win, and no one in the chat is saying 1-0. Just saying that, Stevo. You are very, very much in a different line of thinking to a lot of people. I think minimum 2 goals City, possibly 3. Even Dan is saying 2-0 City. I think you've got a little bit of I think you've got a deep down. I think you've got a bit of an epiphany for Liverpool and for Arsenal.
Who?
You.
I could care less about.
Last season, you were literally a Liverpool fan. And now this season, you're like, oh, Arsenal, yeah. could get the result.
They're no mugs. They're not.
No mugs. Arsenal.
They're not. They're just susceptible to the odd mistake here or there. Normally by
Arsenal.
I honestly think that there is a chance that Arsenal could get something out of this game. I think it's going to be tight.
Right. You listen to yourself speak right now. You think there's a chance that Arsenal are going to win or get at least a draw, possibly a draw, from against Man City, a team who are literally demolishing anyone. Like, not only by just the possession play alone, but the fact that they had no KDB, they had no Aguero, they've got a dud up front called Jesus. They're still scoring 2-3 goals, and you're saying that
after every time I've seen Man City, half the time they've already the team that they're playing, they've installed this fear into teams, I think, and they just don't want. It's like the Spurs game. If Spurs actually tried to challenge Man City, there would have been a chance that they could have get something at the end. The problem is that they just stood back and went, "How many do you want to score?"
Okay. This chance of yours, I'm curious. This chance that Arsenal could get points out of this game, where would you put it in a scale of 0 to 100?
As a percentage, I'd put it at about 25-30%. to get. I'm going to personally look at history.
Let me just move on, shall we?
We all said they weren't going to win in the FA Cup, and then Arsenal turned up and beat them. What was it, 2-0? These things happen.
They sent the cup, mate. They sent the cup.
It's the final. Let's have just a quick glimpse at the last results of Arsenal.
But City was slow at the start of the season to pick up pace. They were awful. They were really awful compared to their normal high standards.
Yes,
they're now ticking. They're now in full. They're in full sprint. They are ticking really nicely. And I'm not sounding like a City fan now, but they are going to win the league, and they're going to win the league by quite a bit. I wouldn't be surprised if there's at least 9-12 point gap between first and second point, a minimum.
There's a very, very, very high chance. I mean, the average score here is basically saying 3-0 to Man City. 3-1 to Man City. You got 3-1, 3-0, 3-0, 1-0, 4-1 to Man City of the last 6. Arsenal winning in the FA Cup final. The 4-1 being in the League Cup this specific season. I'm sure there's circumstances to, in fact, let's just have a look. I'm sure it will come up with Arsenal kids or something like that. I'm sure.
We need to clip this, guys. Stevo is a closet Arsenal fan. But I want to say right now, bloody hell, chaps, admit in the chat, wasted my bench boost as both Antonio and Calvert-Lewin didn't play. At least 105 points was worth it. Well done, mate. Congratulations. I would probably say that that's a good result on your bench boost. Arsenal finished 4th, says Yam. Oh, come on, man. God. Are you an Arsenal fan? Of course you are. Let's move on. Man United versus Newcastle.
Yeah, God.
What?
Awful fixture.
A team that's going to sit back all game against a team that's going to just pass sideways all game.
Yeah.
A moment of magic from Luke Shaw. I think there's a 25 and 30% chance Luke Shaw gets an assist in this game. That's an odds I can definitely get behind. No, I think we're gonna just edge this, maybe 2. I'm gonna go 1 or 2-0. I want to say 2-0. 2-0 United.
Yeah. You weren't particularly great against West Brom. Obviously, Harry Maguire at the very last minute of death.
Should have scored.
Yeah, he got the header away. And
Johnston with an absolute world-class save. I mean, there's no two words about it. What a save that was. Should have scored. Most keepers wouldn't have got to it.
It's the classic line from me. It's an easy game for Man United should be able to pick up 3 points. And I'd like to think, like you said, 2-0. But I think they're going to make it a lot more harder, and they'll probably concede
in the first half.
And then end up winning 3-1. But
that sounds about United.
I think 2-0 is a nice solid prediction there. I think I like that.
Some people in the chat are going 5-1 Man United. That's karma. 5 goals incoming, says Abnuff. 3-0 United. 7-0. United to win.
Like playing these teams that just sit back doing nothing.
Yeah, they're going to just sit back and just compact and be as tight as possible. And if Ollie's got anything about him, he'll be in training now, and he'll be like saying, right, we need to break down double defense right.
Get that ball,
play it wide
to Cavani.
Yeah, man. You got Cavani, who's a massive aerial threat in the box. Get that ball. Luke Shaw, whip the ball in. Wan-Bissaka, whip the ball in. Use the width of your fullbacks, because you don't need to defend. There's not going to be any Newcastle players running through on goal. I mean, that's going to bite me, isn't it? Me saying that. You don't need to defend. You can just basically just run and just be wingers. We can play with just 2 centre backs, and that's it. Wan-Bissaka can't cross. His crossing's improved quite a bit, Infamous, to be honest with you. Tal brought Cavani for -4. Then you might get the points this week, mate. You might bring the points in this week. Is Cavani injured? Kicking the groin?
No, I don't think so. I think he's fine. I think he's down.
Hang on a minute. Hang on. I didn't know about this. Edison for Cavani and Van der Beek have been... Oh, God. What's this here? I've been ruled out for United's...
Oh, really?
Europa League meeting with Real Sociedad with muscle injuries. Solskjaer confirmed that neither Summer will be travelling the rest of the world. That's fine. That's just for tonight. I mean, muscle injuries. I mean, that could just be a rest, to be honest with you. I wouldn't read into that too much. I honestly wouldn't. The fact of the matter is, I think Solskjaer will know that he would most likely want to prefer to start Cavani in that game against a team that isn't going to give you the space that Martial needs to get a goal. You need someone like Cavani with the intelligence. I mean, I would be very interested, of surprised, I say, if that was the case.
Big miss for this game.
Hello, Zishan. It's just a rest. They want to play Mason and Martial tonight. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Denver, to be honest with you. Can't see anything serious. So, yeah, Brighton versus Crystal Palace. Monday night game. A game, again, that I have got absolutely no interest in. I certainly won't be doing a watch-along. I would say 1-0 Brighton. 1-0 Brighton.
You've read my mind. Exactly the same. 1-0.
Yeah. Should be doing some predictions. I might get a good score this week. We seem to be on the same page. I don't think we need to talk about that game. It's rubbish pants. No one's gonna care. Maybe if you've got a Brighton defender. Leeds, Southampton, Tuesday night.
Yeah, this is the big one, isn't it, Jace?
It's the big one. Could be open game.
Yeah, and I'm expecting it to be an open game. I'm expecting both teams with a high line. Leeds are just going to attack. Southampton going to try and hit Leeds on the counter at some point with Danny Ings, Minamino, Che Adams if he's going to play, Walcott possibly, Stuart Armstrong. This could be a very high scoring 3-2, something like that. And you know what? Yeah.
3-2 to who?
Yeah, that's the question. I'm going to go. So I predicted Wolves 1-1, 2-1 lead, something like that. In this particular fixture, 3-2. Let's go with the home team. Let's go with Leeds. Leeds to win 3-2.
I'm going to go 2-2.
Wow, okay. Southampton to get something.
Yeah, Southampton to get something. Maybe a set piece. You never know. James Ward-Prowse coming out of nowhere. Boom, barring in. You know, just throwing that out there. I'm going to go, 2-2 Leeds, Southampton. And we've got some predictions in the chat here. 3-1 Leeds, Bilal saying. Denver's going with a 3-3 draw. 4-1 Ings hat-trick, Bamford goal. 3-2 Leeds, says Shano. John McEwen, 2-2. Nuclear Atom saying 4-1 to Leeds. Should I just pick Dallas or Harrison in this week? Wildcard. Already got Bamford and Rafinha, of course. Dallas playing out of position. And his possibility of picking up a clean sheet point. Probably do that. Minamino, lol. You say again?
I've predicted Dallas to get an attack and return across.
A goal or an assist?
I've gone with a goal. Yeah, either one, but yeah, a goal I've predicted. So 2 across the 2 fixtures, Dallas to score a goal.
What? Final question. This game week, what would you say is a safe amount of players to have in this double? 3, 4, 5, or 6 of double game week play? 4 is a safe margin.
5 and 6 is it's an extreme luxury, but
yeah, 4
is about right.
Right.
I initially was only going to have 2, But then I just looked at my team, the players in my squad, and I was just like, he's useless. He, in Calvert-Lewin, just get him gone. And I just thought, well, Danny Ings is probably, there's a high chance he's going to have 6 fixtures in the next 3 or whatever. Just get him in now while I can. And I got I caught the price right, so I was able to manage to get the players in that I wanted. And I think 3 or 4 is about right.
I would have had about 3 or 4, but I've been stuck with blooming Meslier since game week bloody 4, game week 5 or something stupid like that. And I just I've just think to myself, why it's blocked me off from getting in Rafinha. I've really wanted to bring Rafinha in, but I can't. Oh well. Hope he blanks for you all. But yeah, everyone is getting confident on Leeds, Lionel Messi, but to be honest with you, it's a double game week and that's what's going to happen, isn't it? People see a double game week, they literally attract to it like flies around a light. I was going to say something else then. But essentially, guys,
to it and
yeah, there is. I mean, you're getting 2 bites of the pie, aren't you?
To be fair, let's get real here. In the double game week just gone, a lot of people expected Burnley to get a clean
sheet.
Cheers,
Nuclear. Take care, mate.
Man City to win both games. It was just a case of, which City assets have you got and will they return? Well, they did. And then the final game between Burnley, Fulham, Everton, there's logic to the decision making. That I just think there are some people which just think that they've got to have a maximum of how many players you can get for that double game week, and I think it's unnecessary. It's like this particular game week. You just asked the question: how many do you think is enough? And I think 3 or 4.
Yeah, I think that's a good question. I think it's. And the next question is, what is too much? So when I say what is too much, I'm taking a -4. Would you advocate people taking a -4 to bring in double game week players on this double game week, or do you think -4 is too much, or -8 is too much?
The caveat is who you take out. I mean, I'll be very interested to know who you. Just one simple question: is it 2 double game week players you brought?
You'll see. You can reply. You can write a message on my members video that I post after this.
Can't we do it together?
We could do. Well, yeah, you can do it together. I suppose. Yeah, we'll do the members video. Yeah, right. We'll do that. We'll do that. Yeah. Bye, Stevo. See you later. There we go. We'll talk about it then. But
just do what I do. You just go. See you later, guys. Cheers. Hit record. Done.
Yeah.
I think that if you've already got 2 Leeds players, I think you don't need to waste a transfer to bring in a third one for argument's sake.
But if you've got 0 Southampton players before this game week, would you say taking a -4 to bring 2 Southampton players in is...
I won't be bringing in 2. No.
Oh,
1.
dear. Well, I have done that, my friend. That is what I've done. But I'll reveal who.
Yeah, I will talk about that.
And for who after this stream's finished.
Well, I think, in fact, that's a natural conclusion to this stream.
Yeah, guys. If you are new around these parts, please consider hitting that subscribe button and the and also the notification bell to let you know when we go live. Also, our Discord is popping, guys. It's full of awesome FPL managers with awesome features, community leagues. There's been lots of new content being added to that. And Stevo, where are we on social media, mate?
At Elite FPL.
Our social media guy over there, Stevo.
Yeah. At Elite FPL, and just a quick one, if you are unaware, I've just created a brand new Twitter account at Stevo Real Talk, if you want to just have a bit of fun following me on that. But yeah, follow us.
Post a link in the chat if you can.
I haven't got shut up.
I'll do it. I'll find you and I'll post it in the chat. You got any final thoughts, Stevo, while I find your link?
Yeah, I think...
When are you going to be doing a members video?
Tomorrow. I'll be doing one tomorrow, more than likely. But yeah, we're going to be doing a members video in 2 seconds' time. But yeah, I'm just looking forward to this particular game.
That's your profile photo makes me laugh.
I've literally just taken it. I've just got it.
There we go,
now.
guys. There's Stevo's Twitter handle there. Go give him a follow. I look forward to I look forward to see look forward to speaking to you again on the show again soon, hopefully, Stevo, if we are permitted to do so. And thank you everyone ever so much for everyone that's tuned in.
And I will be back. Oh, I'll quickly talk to you about what my plans are on this weekend stream, like, in terms of watch-alongs. Some people enjoy them. Friday night, tomorrow night. I'll do the Wolves-Leeds game tomorrow night, 8 o'clock.
Oh God, there's the jinx.
Yeah, Wolves-Leeds game tomorrow night. Sorry. Then I will do the. Do I do a stream Saturday? It's Liverpool Everton. I'll do the Liverpool Everton game on Saturday, and then I'll do the Man United Newcastle game maybe on Sunday. Jinx my team. Maybe the Arsenal City game. I don't know. I'll decide on Saturday what game I do on the Sunday. But that'll be it. Be Wolves Leeds tomorrow night, and then the Liverpool Everton game on the Saturday. I'll see you guys soon. All the best. See. Bye. Wave. Oh, he's waving. He's waving.
Goodbye.
He's waving.